Truglo sights are some of my favorite, whether it's the TFOs or the TFX or the TFX Pros. And I've just installed a set on this CZ-75 compact, and we're going to go through the total installation of how you do it. It's simple and easy to do. What I love about the TFX is it's Tritium, fiber optic, and the X is for extreme. These are really well-built sights. I like night sights on my self-defense guns because a lot of things happen in low light. And we're going to take this CZ compact, and this is going to be how to do it on any of the CZ-75 pistols. These are steel sights. They do have the fiber optic captured inside, and then at the end there is tritium. So it's a 24/7 sight. That means at the range it's going to be beautiful, it's going to brighten up, but at night you're going to have the tritium backup. And so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's one of the reasons why I really like the Truglo TFX and TFX Pro sights. One of the things I do like too, the front has that ring. It's just a white ring, and these do come in different colors. They are CNC milled, so they are steel, and just excellent sights. I have these on a number of different guns, but I wanted to just show you how to install these on the CZ-75. Now this is the CZ-75 compact, and you can see the sights. They are an illuminated sight. They're not even really night sights. They have to be kind of brightly charged. And I just really wanted to go with the full-on night sights. And of course, with this being a small compact pistol, this is one of my defensive carry options, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of CZ. I have my VZ grips on here to really make this a beautiful pistol. Now the tools, we need something steady, but a bench block really works great. I love the Wheeler bench blocks. I have a little hammer with brass and with a nylon. That's non-marring. And then of course a small punch, a little Allen wrench, a non-marring punch with nylon on the end, and then I have a little bit of thread locker. No magazine, and the chamber is empty. First thing we're going to have to do though is to remove the slide from the frame. So we're going to bring it back and mate the little hash mark on the slide with the one on the frame. I'm going to take the butt plate of my magazine and push in right here, and this relieves the slide release, which is the takedown, and then just bring it forward. Go ahead and remove your recoil spring, guide rod, and barrel. Okay, first we're going to remove the rear sight, and there's a little Allen screw right here. It's a little set screw. We want to take it out. There is a set screw included with the TFX sight, but I like to keep it with this sight, so we're going to hold on to it. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the sight, and we're going to push it right out. It is dovetailed in. It's a little bit of a trick to get it out. You just have to put a little muscle behind it, but it will slide out. There we go. We're going to return our set screw, and I keep these things in my parts box. I'm going to take just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to clean that little area where the sight was. Just get any kind of debris or anything out of there. And then just let that dry for a few minutes. And take the rear TFX and let's remove that set screw. To make sure the sight's not too tight, you want to test it to see. It should go about 1/3 of the way in. And that's what we're getting. I'm going to take the nylon end of my hammer and just tap it. And then we want to check it to make sure as we go. Of course, once it gets to a certain point, you want to bring out your punch. Then check to make sure that you're even on both sides. Now that we've got it evened up, we're going to put just a little bit of Loctite, and this is the blue Loctite, on this set screw. Okay, we're going to take our set screw, tighten it back down. There's a cavity underneath, so this should go for a little bit. And we're going to tighten it up. Okay, the back sight's installed. Next, we're going to remove the roll pin that goes through the front sight. Get our punch. No reason to be in a rush. It doesn't take that long. There we go. Got a little bit of more stability by putting it on the end there to bring it out. Now, the front sight is set in a dovetail, so we're going to have to bump it straight out the front. So I'm taking my nylon punch. We're just going to drive it out. There we go. And again, we're going to clean out that front channel with a little bit of denatured alcohol. Now we're going to test fit to see if this slides in. And yeah, I think it's going to go in fine. If it's really tight, you can take some sandpaper and just run this from the bottom. Don't go on the sides. Just relieve the bottom, and it'll relieve the dovetail just a little bit as well. We're going to put just a little bit of thread locker on here just to keep that pin in place and the front sight. All right, get it set into place. Now we're going to take the hammer and just tap it in. One way to tell if you're all the way back is to look through and to see if the hole is in place, and it is. Using the same roll pin that was in the original sight, we're going to use it. Now you can use a regular punch, but we're going to use a roll pin holder just because I have one. Makes it a little bit nicer. And we're going to set it in here and get it going. Okay. Now that the roll pin holder has bottomed out, we're going to use our regular punch. And it looks like it's coming through even on both sides. So we have the sight now installed. Reassemble the pistol, barrel first, guide rod, recoil spring. Thing I love about the CZ are those internal slide rails. Bring it back and line up the two hash marks on the back. As you can see, these are really bright, and during the day this really shows up nicely. Okay, here are the sights with night sights. They glow really well. May be difficult to tell with the camera, but they're definitely there, and it makes it really nice to be able to see those sights in a defensive situation in low light. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without shooting a few rounds through it, so we're going to load up some American Eagle from Federal Premium, 115 jacketed hollow points. The TFX sights are easy to see. They're just really good. Again, the best of both worlds. Here we are at about 21 feet or 7 yards. Nice group, but we're going to have to move it over just a little bit to the left. And so we can just take that rear sight, bump it over just a little bit, and fix that. And this is using Federal Premium American Eagle 115 grain full metal jacket, and easy to see targets. And here we go after the sight adjustment. These sights retail for $170, but they are available in a number of places for around the $125 range and below. So check out the Truglo TFX. I've been using them for a long time, and they're just excellent sights. Great option for self-defense. So the Truglo TFX sights, thumbs way up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. You can go to Truglo, $125 and below. So just, oh shoot, crap.